Instagram. It is Jill here doing another video for you guys here on Instagram. That sounded ridiculous, but we're going to roll with it anyway. I'm going to explain to you why I've been showing up so much on video in one of my upcoming trainings, which I'll tell you about later. But for now, what I wanted to chat with you about is, lately I've been chatting a lot about, going bigger in your business, doing big things in your business, and a lot of it sounds like that's the only way to succeed. And I want to be really, really, really fucking clear with you that you can do small things and you can still succeed in business. But here is where it's a little bit different. And this is where I want you to stop, take a moment, do a little bit of a self check-in and ask yourself, am I doing the small things over and over and not getting the results that I want, and then continuing to do the same small things and still not getting the results that I want? And then I'm in this downward kind of spiral. My arm is killing me today. I don't know why. Then I'm in this downward spiral of shit isn't fucking working. I'm putting in the work. I'm doing the things. I'm showing up. The effort's there, sort of. I'm doing the small things. I'm doing the things that feel comfortable to me, sometimes I want to say feel aligned for me because they're in my comfort zone. So being in my comfort zone feels aligned for me. And so I just keep doing all these little things. I'm doing the things everyone's telling me to do, but I'm just not getting the results that I want or that I feel like are being promised to me and told to me that I should be getting. Here's the thing: when you're doing the small things, if that's the path that you feel best taking, and that's okay, you need to be constantly checking in with the small things that you're actually doing, because we don't want to stay stagnant. Growing a business is not about staying stagnant. We don't want to continue to stay where we are. So when we're doing just the small things, we need to be constantly experimenting with different small things. You do need to give things time when you're trying something out. You definitely need to give things time. But this is where you need to combine intuition and really listening to yourself and feeling into, is this working? Do I actually feel like I'm getting somewhere? Do I feel like I'm getting somewhere? Now, sometimes we're not actually seeing much traction. Sometimes there's no validation that you're getting somewhere, but do you feel like you're getting somewhere? Do you feel like you're moving forward? And if the answer is no, then it's either time to change up the small things that you're doing or consider doing bigger things. Doing big things in your business can be a challenge. The game definitely changes when you decide to do big things, and not just because you're taking bigger leaps and making bigger investments and all those kind of things, but you're stepping outside your comfort zone, and so much is possible outside your comfort zone. There's a lot of scary shit out there too, but there's just so much possibility outside your comfort zone. And when you're ready to do the bigger things, you will notice things changing and moving a lot faster. But you can still move while you're doing the small things. You've just got to remember to check in. You've just got to remember to change shit up. You've got to be constantly experimenting. We do not want to stay stuck. The number one rule for me is to not stay stuck. How can I evolve? How can I move? How can I change? How can I make a difference in not only where I'm at, but how can I make a difference in the way that I'm showing up? How can I make a difference in the way that I'm approaching things? How can I make a difference in the way that I'm trying things? All of it matters. So I did want to just jump in here and say that today, that I know a lot of my messaging is around doing big things, but that's real for me because that's where I'm at. That's the game that I'm playing. That's the level that I'm playing. So it feels right to me to talk from experience. It feels right for me to take you on the same journey that I'm going through. I want to lead you on the path that I'm taking. But I do want you to know that you can do small things and move. You can do small things and grow your business. You can do small things and succeed. Like you can. It's just a longer journey. It's a different journey. And it's one that requires a lot of checking in, because it's quite easy to stay stuck. And sometimes you don't even notice that you're stagnant until you actually stop and think like, well, what the fuck? Like a year has just gone by. And I'm exactly where I was last year. And that's when it like hits you, and then you end up feeling quite down sometimes, and you get in this rut, and then so many people quit. I have been noticing lately, there's a lot of people that I sort of circled around when I first got into this space, and quite a few of them have like totally skyrocketed. They are making so much freaking money now. It is so inspiring. And then it got me curious about like all the people that I used to kind of hang out with and comment and engage. Like Instagram was a little different a couple of years ago, and especially in the coaching space, like things were different, and engaging was definitely a strong strategy back then, you know, connecting with people, like really putting in the hard yards, like doing all the engagement. It was a lot. And, you know, I look back now, and so many of those people, so many of those people, some that I actually thought were like way ahead of me at the time, they haven't posted since 2001. Some of them haven't posted since 2020. And like, on a level, it's heartbreaking. And then on another level, it's like, holy fuck, like I'm still showing up. And like, that says so much. And I know like a couple of people that I've been close with over the last 3-4 years, like some of us, like they're not even much further along than they were back then, yet they're still showing up every day. And that just shows me something. Like, there's a difference there. And I know that they're going to make it. They are going to get there. Maybe they're still doing small things and need to take bigger leaps. Like there's so many things that go into growing a business, but the fact that they're still here, they're still showing up, and we're still at this shows me that like we're in the journey, and we're still on the journey, and we haven't given up. Like the fact that they're still showing up today and they haven't given up is just incredible. And yeah, I don't know. I just felt called to jump on here today and just talk about that, because I don't want to scare people off. Like I know I've shifted lately, and I know I'm stepping into this bigger energy and this bigger vibe, and I'm doing bigger things. And I feel like sometimes that can be intimidating for people. Sometimes that can be like disheartening for people when someone suddenly like detaches from where they once were, and they just head down, bum up, and they're just in it, and it's full steam ahead. And sometimes you can be triggered by that if you feel a little left behind, or you feel like wait, like I'm not ready for that yet. I'm not ready for that, but I don't want to be left behind. I don't want to lose you, but I'm just not ready yet. And then there will be people in your world. There will be like it can be heartbreaking. It can be heartbreaking, especially when, you know, you've worked so hard in this space and you've built some strong relationships, and sometimes even those relationships will fizzle out because you chose to move forward, and you chose to do bigger things, and they weren't quite ready yet, and they thought you were going to go on this journey together forever. It was going to be this beautiful thing, but you can't stay stuck. You just can't stay stuck. And for whatever reason, whether you're staying stagnant because you didn't even realize you were staying stagnant, you're staying stuck because you're doing the small things, but you're doing the same small things, and you're not moving, you're not growing, or you're staying stuck because the circle that you're in is doing small things, and like no one's really leading the way, no one's stepping out of the comfort zone, like all these things. There's so many reasons that keep us doing small things, and like I said, it's okay. It is okay to do small things, but focus on moving, like focus on growing. Yeah, so the other thing that I wanted to tell you about, I firstly wanted to remind you that I've got Recalibrate to Confidence coming up really soon, and you need to be following me on my other account, which is strictly invite only. No one can just hit the follow button or anything like that. You need to be approved, because it's going to be where I do all my free live trainings. And that's all that I'll be doing there. I'm not sharing content, nothing like that. That's just where I'm going to be doing my free trainings. It's the exact same concept as like doing a live pop-up group on Facebook, except I don't want to do that. I use Instagram like all the time, so it makes sense for me to do them on Instagram. So this is very new. No one's over there yet. And if you want to make sure that you have access to all my free trainings in the future, not these ones, not my spontaneous videos where I jump on Instagram just to do a random rant or chat or whatever. It's for my planned like masterclasses, workshops, my free courses and things like that. I'm going to be running anything that requires me planning ahead and doing video, and where I want you guys there. I want you to like quote unquote sign up. They're going to be happening on that account. So make sure that you DM me about that. And then the other thing that I wanted to let you guys know is I do have another training coming up as well. I haven't decided. Pretty sure this one's going to be paid, so you want to keep an eye out for that one, because it's going to be really good. It's going to be around sales and showing up confidently, but also creating a vibe on your account and an energy, and using attraction marketing so that you don't have to actually feel like you're ever really selling, like you're not pushing the sale, and then they actually just start happening, so that you can get people land on your account and within 24 hours they're already in your DMs telling you that they want to work with you, or they want to be part of your next offer and all of that good stuff. So we're going to be chatting about how you go about actually creating that kind of energy on your account, so that people just know instantly that you are the one for them. They don't need to be sold to from you in the DMs. They don't need to get on a sales call with you. They don't even need you to over explain your offers in your stories, because they just get you and they already know that they want to work with you. So all they need is just the title, and they already know they're in. So that's what that workshop is going to be about. And if you want to be the first to know about that, like I said, this is like literally just come to me this morning. I'm still working it out. It's going to be low ticket, but it will come with a price tag. Jump in my DMs and let me know that you want in. All right, that is it for me for today. I'm going to jump back in here probably tomorrow, maybe later. We'll see. We'll see how the vibe's at. But yeah, until then, I'll talk